Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 115 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studder McFly, back again with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
Serious pod today. Kevin Wendell.
It's your boy Mo Lethal the Grouch.
Hey, and they call me Hunter.
How were your weeks?
My week was pretty straightforward. Just clocked in, clocked out. Came home. You know, regular routine. Daughter's in water polo now. That's interesting, actually.
Ooh, white people sports. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome.
She's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that part, but she's still black connected.
What is it? What the fuck does that got to do with anything? It's like we don't hinder people from doing what they want to do. What the
Back up. What is black connected?
Kevin?
I don't think he knows me either like that. I do a lot of white.
No, I know you do a lot of. I know because I do a lot of white shit too. So I just say it, you know. But still, I mean, it's a fact that water polo is one of those kind of things where, yeah.
I used to go to water polo.
Well,
yeah,
that's
for different reasons.
Completely.
Yeah. I worked with in volleyball too.
I didn't think
softball.
You were too worried about the fundamentals of the game.
Basketball.
I tell you one thing. If she plays water polo, she's gonna be a great swimmer. Was that treading for an hour at a time?
She's already she's in swimming and all that, so she's already makes sense to
treading water. Treading water for an hour at a time.
I think she's gonna have that rude awakening when it comes to how brutal those girls can be in that water. You just gotta learn to get hit and hit back, and not get caught.
My week was cool. Short week at work, and I have traveled to the land where no one should be to visit my family in the middle of nowhere.
Montana?
New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Close enough. It's it's Montana with cactus instead of greens.
North Dakota?
But it's the land of enchantment.
South Dakota?
Hey, but you would love their gun laws. You would love their gun laws, though.
That's because they're high.
What laws?
Most parts of Florida?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's all good. Short week. Knocked it out the park. Came back. Seeing family. Vacation time. 10 days off. I'm relax.
You just came back from vacation.
No, I came back from injury, so that's different.
Fuck that place.
I healed up.
Separate than vacation.
I healed up just in time for vacation.
Fuck that place.
Hunter, your week, sir?
My week was my normal grind. It's my first full week in almost 2 months of working. So
lazy motherfucker, making my stock prices go down because your ass don't want to come to work.
I'm already dreading that shit.
So I just getting back into the grind. The rest of the year is just grinding. That's all I got to do now.
How was your leave?
Oh, yeah.
I will say this, McFly. RJ was like, I can't wait to see Andy. I was like, you live by him? Why you call him? Swing by.
No, well, kind of. He lives in Elsinore.
It ain't that far. McFly, your week, sir? Welcome back. Welcome back, sir. We appreciate you. It ain't been the same without you. I feel like you showed up on Monday, and I felt there was heat in the room. Those bars to be had. I felt it. I appreciate your presence.
If I write the bars in my brain now, I'll be in the unemployment line by next week.
They're gonna flow over Mace's "Welcome Back" beat.
Yeah, and I'll be welcoming myself back to every motherfucker. I'll be bringing smoke to everybody, and I got bars on bars on bars for people.
Do it. It's the UPS control verse.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
You saw that shit, right? That Kendrick shit. Like they leaked the original version of
Element.
What song? Element, and he fucking went off.
And that's one of my favorite songs too. You see what you saw when I text you back, right? I'm not gonna say it, but you saw what I text back.
He went off. Yeah, he went off. I didn't know he had that much animosity towards Big Sean and Jay Electronica and French Montana and Drake, and he went in. I said, damn, he was. I kind of mad that that's not on the original cut. That ended up making it to the
that was like every other comment. Every other comment said that.
There's a lot of politics involved in that.
Said, hey, I mean, yeah, like you can't do this,
brother.
He went in though.
They're gonna blackball us like it's over.
Then it makes me rethink. Like Big Sean was like, I reached out to Kendrick, and I'm like,
maybe that's why he didn't put it out, because he reached out to Kendrick. But he pretty much called it.
He probably heard it was like, hey, can you not, like, please?
Yo, he pretty much called French, Big Sean, and Jay Electronica a bitch, like straight up whack bitch. And that's what somebody was like. So that line, there's a difference between whack artists and black artists. I said, now, so now I know who he was talking about. Yeah, that shit went hard though. I was on some gangster shit after I heard that. And I did a different voice.
Well, you know what's funny? Even though it's in the past tense, not one of the motherfuckers will respond to this.
Drake might say something, but
just release.
Else.
Yeah, he'll do it subliminally though.
We got For the Dogs coming out, so maybe that's why it's pushed back. So because he heard the leaked verse, I got to get this guy.
But he won't do it. Yeah, none of them are gonna go directly.
You don't think it's direct? That would be nice if they went direct.
They don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke. I'm pretty sure J. Cole hit him up like, damn.
Yeah, I was
good thing I'm on your side, brother.
Yeah, hey, good thing we cool.
Shit, good thing I'm on your side, brother. Like,
because you said it, because anytime, I know it's kind of off topic, anytime I've heard like in the past when Cole had referenced the control verse, he's like, his references to the control verse are more like, why these niggas want me to respond to this? Like, I don't want no part of this. Like, even the one line, he was like, the chick playing it from her phone, like while he's in the room and she's playing it from her phone. He's like, what do you want me to do with this? Like I'm not gonna go back. He said,
somebody wants to smoke with Kendrick.
He said, even my mama called me.
Nobody wants to smoke from Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, back to the grind. Unfortunately, until I figure out a get rich quick scheme.
OnlyFans.
I'm not slinging pipe on OnlyFans.
We can go to Walmart with some water, baby oil or some shit, throw it on the floor.
Oh, you're talking about slip and fall. I thought you were talking about like causing a disturbance, like fighting or something.
Oh,
yeah, get oiled up, like
nah. Unless we got some bikini women, gotta go to the blue pool section.
He said, "Get oiled up for fighting."
All right. First topic. Yeah, fuck it. Why is accountability the trend or topic these days and times? You notice that accountability is constantly brought up now.
Because a lot of people don't take accountability for their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
We have really gotten away from that.
Everybody got excuses for shit. And just said, I remember growing up, we would just say, my bad. Yeah, that's me, my bad.
But I mean, where do we lose it at? Is it because of social media? Because you don't have
we lost a lot of shit when they started handing out participation trophies. That was the beginning of it all.
Even with
you want everybody to feel good, even though they're the worst motherfucker in the field.
Even with that being said, accountability is even like to me so lacking. Even when we talk about shit like the accountability for racism, they try to swear that racism isn't a thing. They try to scream the whole white guilt shit and all. Like where it's like, oh, the racism, you guys keep bringing this up, and it's like, you can't make something completely disappear now. Like, you got to take some accountability for some shit. Like, it can't just be like.
This is completely off topic, but Kevin, when you were in Texas, did you see the black guy? He owns a white F-250 lifted, and the front says white privilege.
Why would I have seen that, nigga?
Right, because I'm thinking Texas is a big ass state. You know, it's one car out of the millions.
I think he was in Dallas, but so this was gold.
What is it a satire, or is he really? He's one of them.
No, it's satire.
Okay, I was like, he must really be.
Because he hopped out looking like Young Thug. I said, "Oh shit."
Oh, okay.
He's trolling like a motherfucker.
And my truck's white privilege.
I just thought
like it.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, accountability got lost with social media. You know, because if you don't want to answer or come back to it, you just walk away from it.
Yeah, and social media doesn't help because social media, and for every belief, there's somebody that goes, "You're exactly right in how you feel." So it's like, you know what? If you don't think racism was a thing, then guess what? I guess racism wasn't. Like, it's like, what? Like,
here's the thing. I always tell people, your feelings may be valid. That doesn't mean your stance is. How you feel is how you feel. Now, it may be wrong, but you're right in how you feel, but it's wrong. It's two separate things. People think just because I feel this way, it's the truth. No. I can feel like I'm the best driver in the yard. Doesn't mean it's the truth.
I'm going to answer it in a different way. I think accountability being more in the forefront now is because accountability wasn't a thing for so long. Like, we could say it was, but like for so long, so many people ducked accountability until recently when people started being held accountable for the shit they were doing. So it's like, now it's like, oh, shit is actually happening. So yeah, you're held accountable and now shit happens to you, as opposed to, oh, well, yeah, we know that's just the norm. Like, because that's how it's been for a long time, is a lot of things people were doing when it came to racism or when it came to women and all that stuff. People knew what the fuck was going on, but they didn't hold them accountable for it. But now, like, in recent times, more people are actually being held accountable. So why the fuck not? Go get it. Go make these motherfuckers put their feet to the fire. So,
and actually, Kevin, to that point, I do also think that people are recognizing and pointing out more the microaggressions.
Yeah.
Like the little subtle shit people try to do, like the passive aggressive shit, right? They recognize that shit, the gaslighting and shit like that. That's being recognized and called out. So it's like, no, like you're not finna try to, hand me some shit in a candy wrapper. We know what you're doing,
But
so
we have gone too far with that cancel shit, though.
Well, you brung up something. I mean, there is accountability is being held to a lot more people, but I would say that's on a higher tier of the people. Like, when you hold a business or a corporation or, you're in the limelight or something like that, but an individual accountability, daily, yeah, it's not there.
I think that depends on your circle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about just in general, just in general. I get your circle might be in it, but I mean in general, like us three living lives, we see the accountability when somebody does something stupid and then they get.
I think all four. I think all four of us are alive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to double check the count. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Apologies.
What's funny is I was like, what the fuck you counting for? And I was like, oh, that's right, yeah.
I have no idea. I'm lost on that one.
It's cool.
You said the three of us, and then you started counting like three.
I know it's true.
I just wasn't counting myself, because I'm looking at three of you motherfuckers.
When you say that counts you.
You said all three of us. Us. That's collective.
I used the wrong motherfucking word at the time, bitch. Damn.
Accountability, brother.
Oh, well, you know what? Again, that was my fault. There's my accountability. You like that shit?
I appreciate I appreciate you taking accountability for your mishap.
accountability. I mean, because we're
You gotta do that.
no.
That's your calling card there, Mo. Because you said I said, what's he counting for? Like,
You know.
But
yeah, you know. But I mean, a lot of people, I don't know what to say. To me, accountability gets lost on social media the most.
I think I see so many videos posted about accountability that it's like after a while it seems like it's
a hot topic. Yeah,
it's a very hot topic and it's very like pushed. Like now,
yeah,
it's like shit. Like sometimes it's like, is that accountability issue, or are you just using accountability as the answer? Like
I also think people don't necessarily like the way accountability feels, so they try to avoid it because they don't want to feel like, because with, like you guys were saying with the social media shit, everybody wants to be in this feel good, I'm always right in the moment type shit. But when you actually take accountability for what you're doing, you realize you're not always right, and it goes against what you're trying to portray. You're like, no, you fucked up. You fucked up. You're wrong. You're wrong in this situation. So
nah, that should be fucking people up though. When you like hit them straight up, they're like, and then you're like, no, hey, look, I fucked up. My bad. Look, they're like, wait, how do I respond to this shit?
I had this shit playing in my head. It was like exactly what I would say to you, and you.
Yeah, I was about to let you have it. Like, that's one thing. I honestly, personally, I just learned. Like, yeah, I fucked up. All right, play us fuck up too. I say all the time, play us fuck up.
I don't understand. And not accountability, so I can play out what I had in my mind. Like,
no, that's the part I don't get. I don't understand why people are so against accountability. We're not perfect in any sort of way or anything. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Own up to it. Life keeps on going.
It goes to what you said with the social media shit, and like that world is it's a roast fest. People ain't trying to get roasted.
I brought that topic up because I noticed like there's a lot of shit in the media right now. Like, and I was talking yesterday, and I was like, it's a trip to me that like I'll go on TikTok and I'll be like, I'm curious about like if there's any update on like the Young Jeezy Jenny Mai thing, and there's thousands of videos, and none of them are right. None of them are accurate. None of them. All these people are guessing off of old videos about other people and applying it to this, and it was like, but you don't know if that's, but you're saying it's factual, and everybody follows suit, and no one ever questions. And I'm like, this is an age of literally having all the access in your hands just to see if this is truthful or not. But no one's. So all these people are literally spewing false information and not being held accountable for doing it. So you could literally be adding to the harming of someone's reputation and have zero accountability of saying after the fact. So when this is all, when the smoke clears and you actually this is not the case, do you have some sort of fault in spreading the lie? Look at Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, they did my nigga dirty.
Now, here's my question to that. What accountability do you have in that? Because like at the end of the day, you got to think about every time you go to the grocery store. At the end of that shit, they have like Esquire and all that shit. So it's a whole bunch of bullshit that's made up.
I get that, but
the same thing you're doing on social media, just it just goes to more people now. So
I think it's foul just because it's all these people are looking for a reason to be popular or trending, and they don't give a fuck to even. I mean, you even say the same thing about news, but I'm saying like it just amazes me that you have access to literally at your fingertips the same place that you're looking on TikTok. You have Google, you have all these other options that you can go look to see if this is actually factual what you're reading, and no one will even say, hey, on TikTok it must be true.
I just always feel like personal matters like that, like I personally don't feel like people should be speaking and speculating. Like I'm cool with like you report, okay, they filed for divorce. Cool. Let it end at that. Like what happened between them? Like I understand that they're celebrities, they're in the limelight, whatever case may be, but a divorce is still a personal matter. Like it's not why do we need public opinion on like we shouldn't celebrate divorce? Like that's another failure. You know,
same thing. Like, did you see that video that one I guess viral with the Chingy in the elevator? Where the motherfucker put his arm on him and was like, "Well, Mr. Right there," and he said, "Man, get the fuck off me!" And like, and Chingy was about to ready to fight the dude, and the guy got offended, and I'm like, "Well, you did invade Chingy's personal space.
Yeah. You touch someone you shouldn't.
You touched him, and then you're upset that he's upset. Like you invaded his personal space, and you think you're entitled to his.
Right.
But if he has any reaction that's not favorable to you, it's a problem. Like,
and the sad part is he would have did the same shit if somebody did that to him.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we touched this before. How a lot of people don't view celebrities as people.
Mm-hmm.
You think because you have access to a portion of their life that they're just supposed to be at your disposal when you see them. Then they're people. At the end of the day, they're people.
And like people feel entitled to their time, and they're like even with the Young Jeezy Jenny Mai thing, it's like you're demanding or speculating on people, but would you want those people demanding or speculating about you?
No.
And you can't say, well, they're celebrities, so they have to just be. It's like, but they're still people. They still have to deal with shit too. Like, not everything's supposed to be up for grabs. If he's a rapper, he's not supposed to tell you what his personal life is if he decides not to. Like, yeah, like.
That goes for everybody, whether you famous or not. It should be at that person's discretion how much they dispose of, how much they say about divulge about their life.
Celebrity thing is tricky to me sometimes, just because there are those celebrities that do put all that shit out there, and like
everybody
they'll live their life out there, and they put no, but there's a lot of people that do play that publicist shit. They're like, oh, they caught a picture of me over here. It's like, you didn't know they did it. You allowed that shit. You knew what you.
Yeah, you send it to TMZ and said, "Oh, it's a leak," and it's like you were trying to get press out of that.
I get they're people, but it's like that's where I can see the line getting blurred there. Where it's like, well, you guys have been playing this game with us for a while, so I don't know.
I think in that particular instance, I do feel like with everything I saw online, Jenny Mai is very open about her relationships, and Young Jeezy is the opposite. So now it's like. You have this melting pot of people trying to speculate because he's very quiet about his shit and she's very open. So now they're like, oh, this probably happened. And it's like,
Jeezy is doing the right thing. I'm not finna say nothing to hurt myself in these divorce hearings. I'm not. Let her go out there and say whatever she want to say. I'm not.
But the thing is, she ain't saying anything either. It's just people speculating.
Uh-huh.
You're right. You know where I would like to see accountability at? When you accuse somebody of rape, and then
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Look at Jonathan Majors.
She's still not back in the country.
That's where I felt accountability is
fucking mud.
No.
Over allegedness, not even factual shit, but someone's making an allegation, and they've dragged Jonathan Majors through the mud.
It needs to be some type of punishment, man, for these women who make false allegations, because we see it happen too many times, especially with young athletes who lives were ruined. I just saw a video the other day where a man was 70 years old. He was accused of rape when he was 62. Now he did 8 years in jail now, and it just proved that he didn't rape her. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, he was 62, and now he's 70 years old. What life can he have at 70? I mean, he probably had.
Well, there was a guy
too, but
there was a guy who did 50
years to figure that out.
He did 50 years, and he did 50 years, and DNA got him off because somebody lied, and there's no accountability for none of that.
Because Kevin, they're not in a rush to prove they were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And if he didn't have people in his corner fighting for him, they would never have proved he was wrong. But
you know how many people are in our system who are actually innocent?
Yeah, there's a few.
A few, huh?
But there's a lot of niggas that.
No. I mean, we're right, but I mean, there's too many of them.
Yeah,
that's what I should say.
Too many. One is too many. Like that's.
It's just like, I don't know what state it is, but I forgot what state. It's a couple of states. It's not just. I know Florida's one of them. But now, like with the whole. The father can't sign a birth certificate till there's a DNA test to confirm. So now we don't have any issues going forward, type thing. Like that's a form of accountability, because how many times have we seen a woman lie
and no one lied?
You know what I'm saying? And no, she lied, and she just chose him because she knew he would do right by the child. Like, so it's like there's a accountability. I feel like we've been lacking accountability forever, because especially in areas like that, because when it comes to, you know, alleged rapes and who's the father, things like that are always skewed towards a woman. It's not; those are not areas in society where they have historically been beneficial for men. And sometimes, especially in California, even if you've proven you're not the father, you've been taking care of them. It still counts. You know, even though all that it was under false pretense, it doesn't matter. So I feel like as a society, we've been lacking accountability for a long time. And I just think it's just gotten worse over time. And I just think now in 2023, people are putting emphasis on it because, I guess you can say we're trying to do better, but accountability is something that you should take.
I think it's the fact that we just see it more now. It's more prevalent than it was, 20 years ago. Because now we actually get to see those people who lie, and they're getting dragged out there for it. But still doesn't stop.
Even with seeing everything, I still think it's wild. They still try to tell us racism isn't a thing.
Oh yeah, that's a whole little fishbowl itself,
Especially after, what's crazy to me is when they get like the whole, like when it be the cop group text and there's nothing but racist shit in there. I'm like, wow.
And they'll be like,
no,
well, we didn't get the whole story. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
I won't go on a tangent with that. Do you think that should disqualify you from being a police officer?
Yes.
I know that's a weird question.
Yes.
But then that means that should be every job.
I don't say every job, because every job you don't work with the public in every job.
Well, I was going to say this. Would you like a biased referee?
Then just say
everybody playing is black anyway. It don't matter.
No.
Yeah, but
no, I ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you had a referee in a sport and he leaned one way over the other team, you're going to call bias on it. And our cops are the same way. We don't need that bias in it.
But my thing when it comes to law enforcement, Kevin, it needs to be it has to be fair across the board. And also, you really can't. It's hard to do without the proper resources and without the proper background checks and psych evaluation.
Background check racism,
but
you can't background check racism. Right,
you can't. But here's the thing: when it's proven and they're fired, they should not be allowed to get hired 2 counties over or 3 counties over. I personally feel that there should be a database, and if you are a fired law enforcement officer, let's say you got fired in I don't know, Montana, you can't now you can't move to Idaho and get the same job. But it's just like because when doctors fuck up and they lose their license, they can't practice medicine anywhere. But as a cop, you can kill somebody, wrongfully kill somebody, be fired, and get hired 2-3 states over.
No, I think there's some doctors that have malpractice on their shit. Yeah, they got malpractice on their shit.
But it depends on the extent of the amount. It depends on the extent of the amount.
Yeah, that's the same thing with police, and the extent of the racism.
Yeah, but the racism and I was going to say the racism in police, that's an internal thing that needs to be handled. The outside world is never going to fix that issue. That's when you got to have people who are not afraid to speak up against the people who are doing it.
The largest criminal organization. The largest criminal organization in America is the police force, because they will stick behind each other no matter how wrong one is. So that's when So when they say, oh, well, not all cops are bad cops, it don't matter if all cops are bad cops, because the good cops are protecting the bad cops. So therefore, you're all accessories as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, you can take that to some union shit. But
yeah, police need policing.
I was saying that because what about like that regard, what you're saying with the racism and stuff, and if it's proven? Now, say people screaming racism on cops, and then it's not proven. It's I think accountability has to go the same way in that.
It has to go the same. It has to go the same way, and it has to be proven. You can't just scream and not be proven. Because
then,
I mean,
he's talking to Kendall.
Sorry, Kendall said there was a spider on the ground.
that thing for her. Yeah, until we can actually fix the police force from the inside, we're always going to have issues.
Because there's the meshing of it being racism, and then other things just being straight out just cops feeling like they're above the law.
Yeah. Because I heard an interesting view on that was like, oh, just go after their pensions. Once you go after their pensions, they'll probably act right and be like, hey, look, I don't really like you, but I'm not trying to lose my money.
Well, just like you said, there's no accountability unless you do something really.
That's exactly what I said. I've said that many times. I said a police officer goes out, does something wrong, and then we, the public, has to pay for what they did. Mm-hmm. I do feel like every time a lawsuit is won against a wrongful death or wrongful police activity, it should come out their pension. They should have to pay for it. We shouldn't have to pay for that. And I do agree. When that happens, shit will change. Because now you're messing with it's not just their job you're messing with. Now you're messing with the other officers' pockets and families.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought that would be an interesting view on that, the accountability.
Because like you said, right now there's not very much unless you really do something drastically wrong. So. But no accountability. I wish we did go after people who make false claims and got people locked up. And because that is.
When you think about it, perjury is a crime. Why are they not charged with perjury? At the very least, perjury, and then charged with libel or whatever this shit's called, defamation of character,
obstruction, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Like. There's charges. They just naturally don't charge. It's just like women normally get lesser punishment for the same crimes that men commit. It's a double standard. Period.
Mm-hmm. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We have double standards and we're always going to have them. Yeah.
So, next topic. What's the risk you took that paid off the most?
Sex.
Anyone else?
I don't want to touch it because I didn't know that was a risk.
It is a risk.
No, it's a risk.
There's diseases. There's unwanted children.
Not when you only been with one person.
I've been with more than one person.
Anyways.
I'll say military for me. Oddly enough. That's been the biggest risk that paid off because I learned a lot of skills and got a few things. Like
you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw.
What's going through the mind? So stutter?
I was thinking about fuck that place because the biggest risk I had that paid off was doing shifting, and that shit turned into me being a feeder. So fuck that place.
Mondays, that's going to be a hard time for you, huh? Anyways, but me personally, I have to think about that. I thought about it then. I can't think of anything.
No risk, no nothing. Just rapping. All calculated, huh? Everything was calculated. You just
rapping
straight through.
That
is.
I mean, it depends on what you call a risk. That's why I get lost into that.
Well, I'm not talking about death-defying shit.
I'm not talking about either. I'm talking about like, if you have a kid, I mean, you could say it was a risk. Well, I mean,
were you prepared?
No.
You ever sniff cocaine?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how well that pays off.
Right.
In the moment, it pays off.
Right. You can get some shit done. You can get some shit done.
I don't know what shit you're getting done other than fucking loud music and fucking.
I'm legit trying to think about this. I don't know.
See, I say it's kind of hard to think what you're going.
I'm not really a risk taker.
You can say driver.
No, that was a safety net thing. That wasn't a risk.
To me, it was a risk. The risk versus reward in that fucking job. The high probability of them firing you for something stupid versus you actually getting the come up.
Yeah, you took on a lot of responsibility with that, I think. that is a
The
risk.
thing about every time you drive out there, there's a high probability that something can go wrong that causes a severe accident, and now they're pinning it on you. That's a high risk, low reward.
I mean, leaving the house is a risk, period. So
I'm talking about with the job because you're a walking insurance scam for someone.
But they should treat me better then.
They should. Fuck that place.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I took a risk on and has that paid out. There you go. No.
I can say when I asked my wife to be my girl, probably the biggest risk I ever taken in my life. I could have went either way. Either way. I was nervous as shit. 16-year-old boy sweating and shit.
That's fair.
At 16, that's a big risk.
Yeah.
Because if this go wrong, I don't know how I'm going to recover.
Well. Yeah,
Wow.
you would.
Wow. Wow.
I understand.
Mm. Now, I can't say...
You act like you never been 16 before, Hunter.
No, I was talking about you just thought that was the end of the world for you at that point, or you...
I really liked her.
Black and white.
Always another bus around the corner, bro.
But I'm just saying, shit hurt different when you're from...
Not out here, sir.
Different bus around the... Right.
Yeah, right.
It's different. It's different from a person that you really like, as opposed to someone you like. Okay, I'm cool with her. Like she cool, but like it could be something, but it ain't. But it's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Now sitting there thinking about it, and now everything I can think that was a risk, that was a reward, was always some kind of crime.
Well, what was the
next topic? No. The statute of limitation ain't up yet. Next topic.
Nah, he's like 60.
Cool.
Hey, damn.
First off, motherfucker, I'm 48.
Damn.
Like 50, my bad. Like 50.
No.
All those crimes were in black and white. He cool.
No, all those crimes are in black and white. First, again, they were in the night.
Not that internet.
Now the internet is in the 90s, nigga. I love how it froze, though.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know what to say about being around when the internet started and knowing what the internet was when it started. You know what I do wish I went back and did though, if I knew how to do, is get all the fucking
right on the front of the bus.
No, right. Get all the fucking domain names.
Sit right up there with Rosa, huh?
You lost me down. I don't talk about Rosa, bro.
Man, you know her like that?
I don't talk about Rosa like that, bro. Rosa did what Rosa was supposed to do. You know?
You know her first name basis. Goddamn.
Oh, Roro.
Man, back in the day, we used to all the time. Me and Rose.
But no, you're right. I mean, as a positive risk versus reward, I can't think of any right now. You know, I know you got minor ones in life, but I can't think of anything that really would, like, damn, like you said, joining the military, that's a fucking risk. You dead right about that.
Yeah, that shit wasn't fun, but the after effects were nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
next topic.
Next topic? Well, that's the next. Okay. One time where you had to overcome your hardest adversity.
The first time I said the front of the bus.
how are we gonna laugh quietly?
What? That's not what it was?
Was that a
outrun them German shepherds?
Fire hose.
I must stop.
Hey.
I think the other
that's a tough one.
When I came back into doing sports after I tore my knee, that was probably the hardest thing I had to go through. Being out for like 4.5 months, 5 months, and then
did you have to do physical? Yeah, that's when I asked physical therapy.
Yeah, and then extra extra therapy, extra practice to try to get strength back and all that stuff. And long summers and just trying to get ready for sports again. That's probably my biggest, that, and then my next, biggest adversity is when I going through the loss of my loved ones. That most likely that has been my hardest one. That because fighting through depression is not easy, especially when you're not even identifying that's what it is. You just got this heavy weight on you. So that's probably dealing with that, and that like 5-year stretch I had to deal with that. That was probably the biggest adversity I overcame.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is death and stuff, relatives. Death, relatives. With my dad, I think that was the hardest, but I had a good safety net, I guess, in that. I felt like I did. Maybe I didn't. I think I handled a lot of that shit wrong too, though.
I know I did.
I mean, as being men of a certain color in this world, we always face a lot of adversity. But I mean, it's ever changing, but it's quick. I can't think of something besides, like you said, like some family thing that really just took it to another level. We all have that in our life, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just say that, and then I guess 6-7 years ago when I had my money issues, that was rough, man. Rough. That's why I don't want to go back there.
So. I mean, but that's life.
Yeah, but it was
not for everybody.
For a majority of people, that's life.
There's another
adversity to me is when you have to deal with something that you shouldn't have to deal with, that you now have to.
Right.
You just
That's my health in general. Always. Ever going. Yeah, that's not. And every obstacle, there's another obstacle that comes on.
Yeah.
Wow, some of the times we ask questions, I'm realizing I didn't either. I can't think of it or I forgot, but I don't remember a lot of things.
That's because all them fumes at the back of the bus fucked up your brain cells.
So now I'm at the back of the bus. I was at the front. Now I'm at the back.
Or you could have been walking with Martin. I don't know.
I thought it was the spray bottles in his backpack.
The spray cans. No, man.
But yeah, it's if I had to really, I thought about it when you asked that question, and I couldn't think of anything except for, honestly, just the biggest one I can say out of my whole life is just being my color.
I do remember getting struck out by this girl in softball, and I had to go back and face her again, and I hit a home run off her.
Was there a lot of aggression on that swing?
I was mad as fuck because she struck me the fuck out.
Why? Why are you mad? She probably she was trained. She was probably in a sport, and then you got mad because
I played baseball, but we had to bat the opposite hand. But still, I still should have not.
You see that man
like that?
How dare she strike me out?
Yeah,
I think I agree. She shouldn't strike him out.
I might have been the only one. So yeah.
That's like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell that story. You just remind me of something. Fuck you, Kevin. That's next.
Nah. Let's talk about it.
All right, man. It was like third grade. We was playing dodgeball, and it was this one chick. I was like, I'm finna get this chick, man. I threw that fucking ball with all my might, and she caught that shit like it was nothing.
Oh, that's fun. One hand too?
No, it was two. It was 2 hands. It was 2 hands. I said, next game I'm getting it.
Drilled you in the forehead.
Nah.
That's why I'm bald now.
I don't even remember her name, but when you said that, I can see her face now. I was like,
I can't believe you remember third grade.
I pushed it on.
huh?
Did she grin at you?
Kids are in third grade. Yeah, you know there was some shit talking after that.
Yeah, she roasted you.
No, I got my lick back at I got my door at handball. I got my lick back.
In handball?
I got my lick back. Yeah, and I used to love handball, nigga.
Oh, you was playing dirty.
Did you guys ever play Foursquare?
Yeah. Oh yeah, who didn't play Foursquare?
Yeah, I figured. I was waiting for that hand to come up. I was waiting. Jackson Foursquare.
Jackson Marble.
Jackson Marble.
Kick the can.
That's funny.
I can't even say nothing about that because I honestly had no idea what Foursquare is.
I don't even remember how to play, but I played it because Phoenix was playing it the other day. I was like, they're playing Foursquare.
That shit was very, very challenging. When you play with the right people, that shit got very, very intense.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you hit the line. You hit the line. Nah.
Hey, we have a ball on a rope.
Yeah. You played tetherball? Huh?
Tetherball, sir?
No, they didn't have not on a pole. They didn't have a pole. It was just a ball on a rope.
Oh, man.
Fucking tetherball was intense too. I used to watch these motherfuckers that was just like, you knew that motherfucker was the king of tetherball. You're like, oh man, this is fucking this.
We had one big girl.
It wasn't even a big girl. We had this chick. She was in like fourth grade, bro. She was maybe like 4'1". She was the tetherball queen. If she started, you wasn't gonna beat her. She had that shit perfect, like at a perfect angle where there's no way you would ever touch it. And she just whack, because she's whack. So it got to
that kind of coordination.
It got to point. Nobody would even play with her. We wouldn't even play with her. Like, nah, we good.
Poor girl. Poor girl just out there playing by herself every day.
We finna go play handball, and Red Rover used to be brutal too. Because we used to tackle one another. I'm trying to break it.
Yeah, we went from you know what? I don't even want to say the word right now. I can't get it out.
A merry-go-round? You guys used to have those merry-go-rounds on the playground.
Merry-go-rounds, monkey bars.
Yeah, those things was dangerous.
The seesaw?
Yeah, yes.
The seesaw. You remember the seesaw?
Dangerous as hell, too.
You just had the tire on the rope? You did that one?
Yeah. Off the in the little playground thing?
Yeah.
No, by the bayou.
Oh, you talking about by this fool's play? Thanks for inventing the playgrounds for us. Putting and testing out the old shit.
What are you talking about? A metal slide that's been in the sun all day?
Yeah, you guys just testing that out. And thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your service.
That's this.
I don't know how we got here, but I enjoyed it.
I was going to say we went from adversity all the way to this, but yeah, you know, I look at the playgrounds now. And I'm like, damn,
man, we just had a field.
Again, goddamn it! Hey, we had tires in that field.
Oh, beat up.
There was a tractor or some kind of car that, you know.
Oh yeah, you was like Midwest, wasn't you?
His recess was running drills.
Right?
running army drills.
Someone go milk the cow.
So somebody gonna catch that chicken?
Not that country.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
You know.
Pardon me.
You know, but yeah, like I say, I see these.
Did you guys play basketball? Actual peach baskets or?
No, motherfucker, I ain't that old.
They had the leather basket.
We had the rim. You know, we had rim. There were some shitty backboards.
They all had jumpers in, huh? That's why all they had jumpers. They couldn't dribble. They had no handles. Mm-hmm. Ball didn't come back up. It was like a medicine ball.
No. Leather and cotton. Next topic, sir. Let's go.
Sorry.
Go ahead. So let's actually talk about you wanted to talk about Kevin's Gap.
Oh, that's fucked up.
What about my Gap? It's lovely.
Kevin-
Look at that. I'm the king of the Gap.
Gap Ben or Gap the store?
Hear that? You hear that?
No, I didn't.
It's because it's dog whistle status. That's why.
Damn.
They love me.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad you got a way to call other dogs.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
the dog whistler. The dog whistler.
I thought that was Caesar Milan.
No, he's the whisperer.
Oh, okay.
I don't do all that fruity shit. Be
What
whistling.
fruity shit? Fruity shit.
Whistling. I'm whispering.
That's fruity.
Whispering to dogs. Weird ass shit.
That's not fruity.
Hey, my friend.
So different.
My bad.
Hey, I learned some great shit off Caesar, so you know, I let the man be what he is.
Okay.
I'm not talking about his sexuality. I'm talking about.
No, I ain't talking about the fuck. I ain't either. I'm talking about the things you learn how to treat your dogs.
It didn't sound that way, but okay.
It was a show about dogs, and he would teach you how to, you know, be the alpha
called him-
dog. And
I called him the dog. I know what it's about.
right.
You know, I got more than that gap, too. It's like all of them are gapped.
It sounded like you just didn't get braces when you needed them.
No, and I didn't. Man, I'm cool. I'm happy because, you know, I wasn't sure if it was a compliment or like what. But I remember my friend's wife was like, you know, when Kevin smiles, I know everything's okay. And I'm like, I don't know if she means he don't give a fuck. Or that's a bright smile there. Probably a combination of the two. Probably a combination.
Hey, Kev. In all honesty, since we're, you know, we talk, you know, kind of going to saying this, how do you feel about it after all these years and your teeth and your mouth? Yeah. Have you just come to accept it of what it is?
Yeah, it's what it is.
He felt the same way J. Cole felt about his quick and small.
Yeah, what the fuck am I gonna do? That's what it was. I'm not
Well,
gonna
you know,
get braces at 40 right now. Like, get the fuck out of here.
some people would. Some
Then I'm gonna
people-
look different.
Right, but some people, it's a mental thing, or, you know, that trauma that they deal with and never get over it.
Trauma from a gap? Hey, they live the privileged life.
From the shape of their fucking nose. Come on, bruh. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
To be fair, I have a bunch of people I went to high school with that's on Hulu now that I don't recognize.
On Hulu?
Have you seen that one show? What is it?
Talking about.
Yeah, I didn't know that I went to school with them until someone had to point out that those are those sisters, and I said they look nothing like they did in high school, so I didn't know because they literally changed their entire face,
Switched it up.
nose, lips, fillers, like the whole nine. They look like completely different people.
Yeah, it's cheaper to keep them. Cheaper to keep them.
mm-hmm.
I'm out.
But yeah, I'm just saying, you growing up with that your whole life. I know, you know, when you grow up with something like that, it does. You learn to accept it, and some people don't.
Got fucking cancer. Like, get tooth.
You learn to accept that tumor. Like it's just like, wait, what?
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
I just want to know, Kevin, are your gums sensitive up top from cold liquid? Because they have nothing to protect them in the middle.
Oh. What do you mean? Like underneath the gum?
Yeah, they get a little sensitive.
How are your gums not protected?
Because you got.
You mean
gap? You know,
no, I put the straw in my mouth, like through the gap. No, it's like a straw holder.
I don't even know what to say about that shit.
What are your favorite fruits to eat?
Mango. Nah, mango is a good one because I could just like and leave a little trail, like leave a little trail, like two little roads, like an excavator, like No, I don't want to say that. That sounds fruity.
Oh man, that's okay.
I like bananas. I can like smash them out.
You know, it's been so long since I had some fruit.
What? Why? What? You don't eat fruit?
No, I no, very rarely do. Very rarely.
We're not finna talk about this nigga dietary habits.
I'm just saying, I would love to have some watermelon right now.
Go to the store.
Nah, that's too far. That's too far.
I DoorDash shit.
DoorDash that shit. I can't get across their fees, bro.
You rich?
You can't get across them? You just pay them. That's how you get across them, and then you just
no. Hey, when you charge me $10 when I know I can do it for myself for $2,
But you won't. So get some fruit. Anyway, this ain't a public service. My bad. Do what you want. You grown.
Hey. Send me some fruit then. DoorDash me some fruit then.
Fruit basket? You think I'm gonna send a grown ass man a fruit basket?
You ever do the typewriter with like a corn on the cob?
Oh, like the I usually eat it like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you eat it? Because that's where I eat it too.
Are you saying you think I miss like a piece? I miss a strip?
You're like the S key that don't work.
There's one kernel left on each.
One kernel left.
That's usually the tell that you were there. Kevin ate it. How did you know?
Kernel left in the line.
So.
Okay.
All right, that was enough questions. But
Kevin's gap.
Yeah. Did you want to touch on? You were talking about the distancing with the hair and the gap.
No, leave it alone.
Okay. Okay, I was just figured I asked. Fuck that place. With that being said, this has been episode 15.
115.
115 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I'm fucked up right now. You can go back in the past, like Hunter. Episode 115 of the Heavyweight Podcast. One more time, I'm Stud McFly with these three guys at Rosa Parks.
I guess I'm I don't even know. I've been the Gap Captain. I've been the Gap King. What's another one? Just Kevin. Thanks, guys.
You can say Captain Crunch.
No, we done that one.
Yeah, he's done Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
That was actually a couple weeks ago.
Captain Hook. I don't know.
It's your
the
boy
Gap Crusader.
It's your boy front of the bus, Molito.
And I'm going to say, you leave Rosa out of your motherfucking mouth.
Oh, wow. Now you let the cat out the bag.
He blared the Will Smith and Rosa Parks.
Yep, he was hollering.
He got it's a glitch in the Matrix.
He said,
the internet's freezing.
Stay at the front of the bus, baby. I got you. Don't trip.
Man stood with Martin Luther King and sat with Rosa Parks.
Honestly, I wish I was around back then.
You were?
No.
Yeah, there's pictures. There's pictures. We seen them. I remember being that's Hunter.
You know that guy.
Hey. Thank you, because I look damn good for my age, though, don't I?
Yeah.
Debatable. That's good. Anyways, they call me Hunter. And fuck these guys.
Like, share, subscribe. No, fuck that place. Comment, share, subscribe.
Send me a fruit basket.
Till next time.
We out.
Guys.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.